Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do today what I would call a no makeup look, i.e. I am running errands and I don't really care what I look like, but I wanted to throw something on my face. So it's going to be a pretty easy tutorial because in all honesty, I've been thinking a lot about what I want my channel to be like and what I'm kind of trying to do. And what I've discovered is there's a lot of really good makeup artists on YouTube. And in all honesty, I'm really not one of them. Like, I'm not a makeup artist. So my real feeling has been, how can I differentiate myself? And how can I also be as genuine to my own life as I can be on YouTube? So with all that said, I'm really going to try to focus on makeup that I wear, and not that I don't wear crazy lashes and like tons of glitter and big, huge red or dark colored lips on a regular basis, because I do, but that's like on a weekend or like once or twice a month. The rest of the time I'm in really neutral, basic, simple makeup for work. And most of my followers are gonna have jobs. So I'm really trying to focus this on things that are easy, things that are attainable and doable. Because hey, if you want to do full glam and you want to see someone, or you want to look at a tutorial for full glam, go to Nikki Tutorials. Or if you want something like Bronze Goddess, go to Desi Perkins. If you want like just good, really blended makeup, go to Jaclyn Hill. Super bombshell, maybe go to Carly Bible. It's like there's so many different kinds of people on YouTube, but I don't feel like there's ever a lot of people who do things outside of YouTube. So, they all do YouTube as a living, and that's what their jobs are. Well, my job isn't YouTube. My passion and hobby is YouTube. With all that said, I kind of wanted to start doing maybe a work makeup series and like actually film myself getting ready for work, going to meetings and what I wear for different kinds of meetings and different kinds of events, and just kind of how I have my basic makeup routine and what kind of stuff I use for my work makeup and how I travel for work. So let me know in the comments down below how you feel about that, because I think that that's going to kind of be my venture for 2016. Not that I'm not going to do glam every once in a while. Not that I'm not going to do like maybe a fun challenge or, tons of hauls. I'm sure I'll always do hauls, because that is genuinely like, I do buy a lot of makeup. I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys a little bit before I started this tutorial and kind of explain maybe why I haven't been around as much, besides my work schedule's been crazy, but also because I've just been trying to figure out what I want to do for my YouTube channel. And at the end of the day, I, gave myself a finite amount of time to put energy and time towards this channel. And I feel like I need to become as successful as I possibly can in that finite amount of time. And how do you do that? Well, you stay as true to yourself as you can be. And that's kind of what I'm trying to focus for the rest of this year for myself is, how can I be the most Nathalie I can be? Because there's a lot of other people, and I'm not going to be the next Jaclyn Hill, and I'm not going to be the next Carly Bible, I'm not going to be the next Nikki Tutorials, but if I am honest and truthful, hopefully that comes across on camera, and you guys enjoy it. So with that nice little 4-minute ramble going, I'm going to jump right into what I would consider my no makeup look, because I wear this a lot. This is like my go-to for the weekends when I've been wearing makeup all week. I think that the key for the no look makeup is your skin. And here's the thing, is I've been battling like really badly with my skin for the last 2 years. I would say, which is, I know a lot of TMI, I stopped taking oral birth controls and I use other methods of birth control because for personal reasons, and that's been great for hormonal reasons and weight reasons and things like that, but my skin has just been bad. My dermatologist has me on a hormone or medicine to bring down the testosterone in my body, because naturally it's a little bit higher than most women, and that creates a lot of hormonal acne. I also have just never had like perfect skin. So my skin usually just goes in like cycles where it's great and it's horrible and then it's great and then it's horrible. So it's been pretty bad lately, as you can see. I mean, you see it on camera. You see me barefaced on camera. That I've been trying to work on making it healthy and having makeup be an option. And I actually went to Jaclyn Hill's esthetician recently, and she's worked on me, I think it was about a week ago, and my skin for the last week has been it's been scary. It dried and peeled up and just, oh, it's so dry and looks so bad, but you know, we're working on it. I knew that it was going to take a little while for my skin to become balanced. So I'm working on my skin. It hasn't been easy. It's definitely been a long road. So yeah, that's been fun. But that's kind of what I think is the key to good no makeup look, is just like kind of fresh skin, something you can just throw on a little bit of makeup and you don't have to pile it on because your skin's already looks healthy. So I'm working on that part of it, but this is kind of what I do now. You know, I don't want to look like non-real version of myself, because this is what I look like when I'm working from home or, you know, running errands. So let's start off with my lip mask, because my lips are dry. Everything in my life is dry right now. I feel dry. Like the driest person in the world. But that's okay. We're working on it. So I'm gonna do that. The foundation that I've been enjoying using, because I feel like it is very moisturizing. If I'm doing a more full coverage look, I've been using my Too Faced Born This Way. Just trying to say that's what probably looks the best on my skin, and that's what, when my skin's really, really bad and irritated, I know that that's not gonna bother it more. My Kat Von D is a little too matte. Some of my other ones are a little bit too pigmented and they might sit. So that's just the foundation that works when my skin's really like scaly. But I'm using the Tom Ford Traceless Foundation SPF 15 right now. And I'm gonna actually put it on. I know, I bashed this thing so bad, and then now I use it all the time. I don't know, I think maybe it just got worn in. You know, it's like a pair of shoes, you gotta break them in a little bit. So I'm just gonna squirt 2 pumps on there. And then I'm taking a argan oil. This is the light argan oil from Josie Maran. And I am just going to put 1 drop into that with clean fingers. Always remember clean fingers, because you don't want to continually spread bacteria. This thing sucked it all up. I'm gonna spray 1 more on there. I'm gonna dot this all over my face, and holy crap, I don't have a mirror. Just go and dot this on my face. So the argan oil is gonna help to sheer out the foundation. So it's gonna give you the most natural coverage. But it's also going to help with the moisture for me, because I didn't even put a primer on, by the way, in case you were wondering. I didn't even bother because it's a no makeup look. So I want to see my skin underneath. You know, I don't want to like blur out on my pores. I probably could have put a moisturizing primer on, but F that. So we're just gonna blend this in. Obviously, when you're doing a no makeup look, you really want to make sure that this is blended as much as you can possibly get it to blend. I still have, by the way, from the wedding I went to this weekend, I think I still have House of Lash lash glue in my lashes. That stuff, by the way, if you're doing events, I don't suggest it for daily use or, you know, even like a weekly use, because that stuff is serious. But that is the lash glue that your lashes will not go anywhere. Remember how I talked about like good lash glue in the last makeup or the last tutorial for first dates? House of Lashes, you could go in the pool with your lashes and they probably wouldn't come off. That stuff is insane. So what I'm doing is, you would think that I would use a really, really light concealer for this look, and in all honesty, I'm not. And the reason being is because a light concealer you have a tendency to pack on, and a heavy concealer, I'm literally just going to use like a dab of concealer. So I'm using the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my fingers. 1 little dab on my finger. I mean, that's it. That's all I'm using. And I am going to rub it together to warm it up. And then all I'm doing is putting it right here under my eyes in my dark circles. And then I'm going to just touch it right there to cover that 1 blemish. And around my nose where I get hormonal, and then top of my eyelids, and that's it. Just kind of using the rest of it. And I am just going to blend that in. And for those who've watched my channel a lot, know that this is like no concealer for me. I'm normally like bathing in this stuff. And I'm using a beauty blender, or this Real Technique cosmetic sponge, to blend it in because I want to sheer as much of it out as possible. Because this is a no makeup look. I don't want people to think that I'm wearing makeup. Now, here's the interesting part. You have two options. You set this or you don't set this. The reason why I'm gonna not set this today, as I'm not gonna set my whole face, let me say that. I am gonna grab out a new setting powder. This is the Tarte Smooth Operator. It's just a sample size that I got. I think in my Ipsy bag actually. And all I'm doing is just lightly going to set my under eyes. And that's it. I'm not setting the rest of my face. I'm barely using any product. I'm just running this across, and then I'm going to run it across my eyelids, and that's it. So I don't want to set my entire face because I don't want to look like I have a set face. I want it to stay very dewy looking. Let's see. I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. I've kind of been changing my eyebrow like I talked to you before. I've been changing my eyebrow routine. I also just got the new Anastasia, what is this one called? I think this is called the brow definer, which is a lot bigger than the brow is. So this is going to get things done a lot quicker. Well, I'm going to add a little bit of my Benefit Give Me Brow and Light just to thicken up the brows. I only do the very front part because if you go too far back, you actually end up coloring your like little peach fuzz. And I'm like, why is my peach fuzz so dark? And then the key to all this is to blend. If you want to look like your brows are really natural, is you just need to blend it as much as possible. Take this in. So I'm just going to go up in the middle. And then I'm going to take the top off of this. And then I just push my brows down like that. And I'm just going to draw a line here. And over here. I'm going to put my thing up. And just comb through. So I'm combing all the products through. I'm going to go on the other side and do the same thing where I just comb it down. So the reason I'm using the brow definer today is because I don't want really sharp brows. Because I don't want to look like I have these banging ass brows and nothing else on my face, because it does make me, personally, it makes me look a little strange if I have really strong eyebrows and like almost nothing else on my face. So you can see like I don't really have a lot, I didn't put a lot of shape into my eyebrows. I just pretty much filled them so they weren't bare and they were somewhat even them out, because you know they're very uneven naturally if I'm just rocking. So as you can see, my eyebrows are very much darker than the rest of my face right now, and they stand out. Because I always do this, I'm just gonna set them really quick using, I finally got a new freaking tube of this. Okay, so next step is I'm just gonna throw a little bronzer. I'm using the Makeup Forever Pro Fusion bronzer, or Bronze Fusion, and I'm using the lightest color that I have, which is 15i, and the normal MAC brush that I use, just to kind of darken this up and give myself some dimension, because foundation will always take away that dimension in your face. And then, because I'm looking for dimension, I'm actually going to take a E40 brush from Sigma and the same bronzer, and I'm just going to throw it on right here into this crease. Now the reason I'm doing that is to add a little bit of color to my eyelid, but I don't want to wear a lot of product, and this kind of just keeps it all very much flowing. So you can see I just added a teeny bit to my crease and just blend it. This step is definitely optional, but if you want to throw on a little bit of blush, I'm just grabbing a Tarte Overly Pink Dark Brush Lush Fearless, And I'm just gonna do the apples of my cheeks really quick, just to help bring some color to my face. And also, because I have to highlight, I just got this Laura Geller, the Highlight 01. It is the Matte Radiance Baked Powder. Because it's baked, that means you can spray Fix Plus with it. And I would if it was near me, but it's not, so I'm not gonna. But this is the highlighter I use for work a lot because it's not too much. It gives you like a nice touch of highlight, but it doesn't give you like a gold highlight or anything like that. Just a little bit on my nose and a little bit on my chin. And then taking a small flat brush, and I'm gonna throw it up by my eyebrows and onto my lid. This is gonna give you like the illusion that you actually put eye makeup on, which you did, but obviously it's just face makeup. In the inner corner, Cupid's bow. Then I'm gonna take because this has to be blended, I'm just gonna take a stippling brush, a really light stippling brush, and just blend all of this together. Throw on mascara because I have, if I had my lashes dyed, which I used to do, I would not even bother with mascara, in all honesty. I would just go out the door. But my lashes are so blonde and my eyebrows are, you know, filled. It's like such a weird look for me. So I just throw on a little bit of mascara because that makes a huge difference in what I'm in my whole face. You could stop here for sure, but I do mascara. Using the Chantecaille as always because I love the fact that it's got, the formula has helps build your lashes. So I kind of think of it as a lash serum and a mascara. And as always, I'm getting it on my eyelids. Don't pump your mascara, whatever you do, by the way. I don't know if I've ever said that before. That's a huge pet peeve of mine. If I see people pumping their mascara, I just want to scream at them. What that does is that dries your mascara out because it pushes air into the mascara. And you get dry, clumpy mascara 10 times faster than if you had just carefully stuck the wand in. And the reason why you have to pump it is because you feel like you're not getting any product because it's all dried out. And the reason it's dried out is because you pumped it. So it's kind of like you did it yourself. So that's it. Like literally one coat of mascara, nothing fancy, nothing too much. I just look to make sure that I'm blended. That's really the focus here, is blending. I mean, that's the focus every time. Oh, I took a little bit off. And like right around my eyebrows, I take my beauty blender just to make sure the product's not too harsh. Now I'm gonna throw on just like a lip product, even though I have my lip mask on. The two that I kind of use depending on what I feel like, and I'll probably use this one. So this is the Sugar Lip Treatment in SPF 15 in the color Tulip. It's just like a nice light pink, very light pink touch of color. Or you can use the Sugar Honey color, which is just like a nice brown. So kind of depending on your skin tone. If I did no blush, I would use the honey. Since I did blush, I'm gonna actually do a little bit of the Tulip. And since I always set my face, I'm going to use the Mario Badescu Skincare, the facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rosewater. So, just to give myself a nice dew and a nice glow, and hey, that's it. That's really just kind of my no makeup look. I know it seems like a lot to some people, but this is really what, if I'm just trying to look nice but not really wanting to put a lot of effort in, this is what I'm going to do. So hopefully you like this. Let me know in the comments below what you think about my rant in the beginning of the video about my channel. I definitely think that that's the direction I'm going to go in, because I think that that's the most true to who I am and what I do with my makeup. And hey, isn't this really about me? I'm teaching you guys what I do with my makeup, or sharing what I do with my makeup. Not trying to sit here and pretend like I'm a professional makeup artist and I will change your life, because that's not really what this is about, you know. I want my channel to be more of an empowering, fun kind of thing, not a lecture or teaching. I really just want this to be something fun, something I enjoy, and something that's very true to what I am and what I do for makeup and what I do for a living, because I work for a living. With all of that said, I really appreciate you guys sticking around. Hopefully you like this little no makeup look. I see a lot of people do it on YouTube, so I'm giving you my version of it. But obviously everyone's version is going to be different. Priority, you have nice dark lashes or you have great skin and you don't even have to wear foundation, you just throw the concealer on. Hopefully one day my skin will be where I don't even bother with the foundation part of it. I just throw some concealer on my under eye circles. But for right now, this is what I'm doing as my no makeup look with what I've been given at this particular point. So hopefully you enjoyed, and any requests that you guys have, let me know. I will talk to you guys soon, and thanks again for sticking in. All right, bye. This bun is just living today. Living its life. What does this look like? Hello? Hello?